What's going on, y'all? It's the Cool Teacher back again. And this time I have a video showing you guys how to find a slope when you're given 2 points. Okay? Now, before I get into this, let's go ahead and pull up the formula to figure that out, because if you have a good teacher or have been doing a little bit of research, they should have given you the formula, because it's hard to figure that out without the formula. So, Shazam! There goes the formula. Alright, so with that being said, see the special effects on deck though? Had the Shazam sound effect and all that. It wasn't me. It might have sounded like me, but it wasn't. I downloaded that from the internet. But here we go. This is the formula for slope. Okay? y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Alright? Seems easy enough, right? Okay, so first, before we even start trying to figure this out, I have to give myself 2 points, which I'll give myself in 2 ordered pairs. So this will be -2, 6. It's going to be my first ordered pair. And 3, -5. Had to put some negatives in there because I know how people get when they see negatives. Alright, so 2 ways to go ahead and do this. Okay, here's my formula, right? Now I'm going to show you both ways. Here's my formula. So what I can do is just plug things in to my formula. Now if you know anything about ordered pairs, here is my, let me go ahead and match the colors up so everybody can follow along. Here I'll have, here's my x's, right? Because in the ordered pair it's x and then y, right? So here's my first x, so this is x1. Here's my second x, so that's x2. Seems easy enough, right? And then I have my y's. So here's my first y and my second y. Now, just like how you thought, I'm basically going to plug these in to this problem. Okay? So I'm going to take this, and basically it's going to be y2, which is -5, minus y1, which is 6. -5 minus 6. Where did I get that from? y2, which is -5, and I see y2 here, minus y1, which is 6. Alright, now I'm going to plug in these two. It's x2 minus x1. So my second x is 3. And then minus a -2. I have to put minus and then -2. That negative in the problem will not serve as the minus sign that's in the formula. Alright? When I go ahead and solve for this, I have -5 minus 6. Does anybody know what -5 minus 6 is? Nobody? No? It's going to be -11. Okay? -11. I wanted to give you guys the opportunity to kind of jump in with that. Okay? So it's -11. Then I have 3 minus -2. Now, if you know anything about 2 negatives when they're right next to each other, basically it turns into a positive. So that basically means 3 plus 2, which is going to give me 5. Okay? So I have 11 over 5, which is my answer. Now, when I was in school, I was trash at this. I was very bad at this. So what I had to do was actually, one of my friends taught me how to do this visually, because I always used to forget, especially when it came down to a test. I always forgot what goes where. Oh, which one is y2, which one is y1, I might have not been paying attention, but that's neither here nor there. When it's time for the test, I wanted to make a great grade, and I wasn't making great grades on slope. So what he would tell me is, I don't worry about y2 and y1. I just know that I have to subtract the number in the back from the number in the front. So he would draw an arrow from that, and then as soon as he drew that arrow, he would do, I know that's -5 minus 6. Okay? And then he would draw an arrow from the back number to the front number again. And then he says, I would know that is 3 minus -2. That way, he just knew he had to draw arrows, and whenever he drew his arrow, that was his numerator of his slope formula. And when he drew his second arrow, that was the denominator of his slope formula. Obviously, I already did the math for that, so you would know that it's still going to be -11 over 5. So basically, I get the same exact answer. The slope of -11 over 5. And that's how you figure out slope. I gave you the mathematical way right here on top by plugging everything in. And I gave you the more visual way of drawing an arrow from the second Y to the first Y, writing it down, and then drawing an arrow from the second X to the first X, writing that down, and then solving it. Alright? If you have any questions, go ahead and write me down below. Other than that, go ahead and like the video. Subscribe to it if you haven't subscribed yet. And share this with 5 people, because I know a lot of people be tripping with the slope. So share this with 5 people. Alright? Other than that, y'all enjoy y'all day. I'm about to go ahead and get back on 2K. This is the Cool Teacher, and I'm out.